Hey. Hey, everybody. It's me again. This is the Orbital Lance. I'm the Orbital Lancer, and we're hopping back into Blueprints. I think that was the sound of my mouse momentarily disconnecting. I want to catch you up to speed here. I realized it was probably a waste of your and my time to just record every single session I did. So I played maybe 4-ish rounds since the last time I recorded. Got a couple things. Notebook. I think you were here when I saw the name Simon P. Jones. I think I was recording when I got that. That might be our character name. I don't know. I noticed that in the observatory, the globes had dotted lines. Not sure if they were a map or a clue. Marion Marigold, the mother of Red Prince. Yeah, I recorded when I was recording when I saw that. I found a laboratory, with an interesting puzzle regarding the periodic table of the elements. And it referenced a boiler room that we could draw power from. That's something I'm mulling over. Also, I think I found in the dark room a combination for that padlock by the orchard, I think. I've not actually gone to check it yet. So, like, I didn't find a lot that was super noteworthy. I did find a classroom. Apparently, this mansion was once used as a classroom. And when you find the old schoolhouse, it allows classroom rooms to be drafted. So this is my 14th day. I feel like we're getting up. There were a couple of days that I know signs said to watch for, but I forget what those were. I currently have no ongoing effects. I should probably get some of those started up. I've been going forward first lately, but it might behoove me to start taking side treks. Let's get some money. Never know when a little money will be handy. Or when you might find another random object somewhere. Banana. It's not a lot of options. I gotta go with the option that gives me more doors. The last couple times I came into this room, there was an object sitting right here, including some spare car keys. Don't know what to make of that. Reddington. I feel like there's a significance to the name Reddington, but I'm not sure what it is. Den. Okay, Den looks like a solid choice. Because it gives us 2 new doors, which the West Wing Hall also would, but it also gives us a diamond. So let's start collecting our resources. There's candlesticks, perfect for murder if you are playing Clue. A treasure chest. The trunk is locked. Okay. I don't think those always spawn, but they often spawn. Okay, the parlor would give us the 3 trunks and a puzzle to solve. The puzzles have been getting incrementally more challenging, but not too bad. I think I'm going to go with the closet for the 2 items. I'm getting to the point... yeah, key. Okay, we've got a little money, a couple diamonds, and a key. We should be good for most new doors that come our way. I suppose we could open this. I don't want to yet. Observatory. None of these allow passage north beyond where we go. As a rule, I have been going to the observatory first before I do anything else. Whenever I see an observatory, just because I want to keep collecting stars. I'm up to 11 stars, and they stay between sessions. Over here, let's see. Are they still here? Yeah, I noticed these globes could spin. And they have little lines on them. Those aren't the standard continents of the world. Right? Yeah, those aren't. For a second, I thought it might have been inverting the colors, but no. Let's see what constellations are. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Diamond is major. 5 diamonds. I like that. Come on. Rank 3 observer. I wonder if the higher your rank might have a greater chance of giving you more cool stuff. Commissary, items for sale, a storeroom, a corridor which is always unlocked. I want that storeroom. It's probably a mistake, but I want it. Okay, I'm going to the storeroom. Money first. Keys. Diamond. Necktie. I'm still just generally enthralled by everything this game is doing. I'm going to turn this volume down just a skosh. Mind my... There we go. Okay, it might have been a mistake to give myself fewer steps there, but... I mean, fewer exits, but I was... You know how it was. Guest bedroom 10. Coat check. You can check one item and retrieve it on another day. I don't think I've successfully checked anything. Corridor. I'm always a little worried that something unexpected is going to be generated in one of these rooms, because it does happen. Food for sale, billiard room, and a nook. I think this is the perfect time and place to get a nook, because that's like perfect orientation. You get a key. Noteworthy. And a key. Alright, we're up to 3 keys. 7 diamonds, 14 coins. I feel like we're not doing too badly. Spare guest bedroom, parlor. Just to give you a taste for how difficult these things are now. They're still not stumpers. But I am having to pause and think about them a little longer. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. Oh, great. The blue box is true. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. Okay. Gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter B. There is no U in that statement. There's a U and a B in that statement. There is a U in that statement. And there's a B in that statement. All 3 boxes have the letter B. 2 of them have a U. Okay. Oh, man. All right, so the one rule I have to assume is that it is solvable with the information we're given. Because I can construct possibilities sometimes where it is not solvable if I assume that I don't have all the information, but solvable if I do. And so that suggests a hidden rule that it will be solvable. But I don't know that that is a rule. That could just be coincidence this far, and that it's been easier so far. Gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. U. But... if this is true, it must be here or here. Yeah, because there's no U over here. So if this is true, it's either here or here. And if this is true, then this is true. Okay, well, let's just get this out of the way. The blue box is true, because each of these statements has a letter B, right? Gems are in a box, blue box, gems are in a box. Okay, so no matter what, B, the blue box is true, so this is a true statement. The blue box is true. This must be a true statement because we know that. And so this is a lie. The gems are in a box with a statement containing the letter U. And this contains the letter U, so does this. Ergo, blue box. Wind up key. Oof. I've not failed one of these yet, and I'm really worried that when I finally do fail one, I will be recording. And I'll have to look at the camera all embarrassed and be like, oh no, I'm dumb. Walk-in closet has 4 items. Items are handy. Commissary. No. Bunk room counts as 2 bedroom. No. Wow, these are not great choices. 4 items. What do we got? 1. A couple of dice. Ivory dice. Okay, that'll be handy. It'll be easier to avoid blocking ourselves in. A diamond. A diamond. What are you? A glass salt shaker. Whenever you eat food and gain footprints, gain an extra footprint. That's kind of cool. Also a photograph. Is this... that might be... Marion what's-her-name? Marion what's-her-name? Marion Marigold? Author of Red Prince and that other... author of the Red Prince and the other book. I think that's her. It might be a different character. I'm not good at recognizing these characters by their faces. That's a bat. And that's a bath. Okay, bath and bat. Now, there's a pattern that repeats in this game a lot. And that is having 2 pictures close to each other, and it says, this without this. And it usually leaves just 1 letter. I've not been... I have a notebook now. I should probably... Bath minus bat equals H. I don't know if that's important. I'm pretty sure that S is another one of those. Maybe that's the password. Man, I wish this music would get a little cheerier. This is Sonic Frontiers all over again. This is... I'm picking up what you're putting down, game. You're giving me everything I want, but man, could you lighten up? Okay, I have 14 coins now, so now I'm going to go to the outside. And... just in case I could use some coins. Hovel. Trading post, items for sale, 2 shed, tool shed, 2 special items. Okay. Tool shed. Let's go with some special items. What are you? Metal detector, greater chance of finding keys and coins. I like that. I like that a lot. Aha! Here we go. Sledgehammer, you can just shatter the padlocks and locked trunks. And we found one. Oh, while I'm here, I should probably go... Oh, first up. Make a wish. Yeah, okay. While I'm here, I'm going to look at the... Oh, one thing. You may look way down there on the little lookout perch, looking to the South Mountain, Mount Holly. I think that's Mount Holly. Anyway, notice that there's a fire lit there. That fire was lit when I found the schoolhouse. Because in the schoolhouse, there was like a weird gas turner thing, and I turned it, and there was a little bit of a cutscene, and it revealed that the thing was lit. And I could turn it off again, too. I am burning through so many footsteps going this way. Starting to think this might not have been the best plan, but here we are. Alright. Oh, okay, that's why. So what I saw in the dark room, where it has all those old photographs, in the dark room I found a magnifying glass that let me look closer at things. And one of the photos was a photo of this apple orchard. And when I looked closely with a magnifying glass, I noticed that there was like a heart carved on the tree. And when I looked at it, I saw 11/28, which I take to mean November 28th. Someone texting? Okay. So let's see if 11/28 works here. No, wrong way. 11... 20... The apple orchard has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you'll start each new day with an extra 20 steps. Okay. I don't run out of steps often, but I've come close to it a lot. Is there anything to do or find? Apple orchard. It took me a whole step to come over here, so... Another one of these. Huh. Huh? Interesting. Looks like there's some sort of controller interface down there. What do you do? Are you another torch? You are. Nice. Two down. Two to go, I guess. And that did nothing to you? Okay. Let's just see. Permanent additions. Westgate Path, Apple Orchard. Okay. Huh. I guess there's room for two-ish more permanent additions. That's a sundial with a gnomon. Oh, the Trinity fan in me is going crazy. And if you don't know what Trinity is, you need to play more text adventures. Gnomon. Oh, boy. I don't know which way you're supposed to stand when facing a gnomon. Alright, so we're here on the Wabe. I can probably use the actual clock to figure that out. What do we got here? You look... What are you? Tiny little gold ring thing? Gardener's Logbook, April 10th, 1992. Finally picked up that Sega Genesis I've had my eye on. When I first came on the estate in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of this improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I'll make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate, inasmuch as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Tomfoolery, groundskeeper. Robert Nogila. Among my many commission duties, I have been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the Apple Orchard Entrance Drive and East Yard. Apple Orchard Entrance Drive, East Yard. Okay. Fortunately, for my workload, the maintenance of the West grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and the ensuing closure of the West Wing. Okay. I think we've seen reference to Lady Epson's passing before. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the West Path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these I discovered are only draftable on the perimeter of the house, along the east and west wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. One of the rooms that I found in the outside room, it was called a hovel. And it said it contained a letter firing someone who worked on the estate and lived on the grounds. I don't get the sense that it was the groundskeeper. But maybe. I'll have to reread that note when I find it again. The soil... Oh! One of the first tasks I undertook as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil beneath each slot on both the east and west wings of the house. And while I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots in the house, it was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data. especially considering the rooms that would benefit from this survey only ever appear in the wings. Wait, is there a word missing? It was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from the survey only ever appear in... Okay. There wasn't a word missing, but I formatted the sentence on the fly a little weirdly. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. I absolutely love the fact that we keep finding notes from different people talking about the fact that it's hard for them to do their job sometimes, because sometimes they just straight up cannot get to the rooms that they're supposed to work in. Survey results. Barren ground, poor soil, good soil, rich soil. Okay. Pardon me for a second. This feels like something worth noting. Soil survey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I won't bother with all 45 squares. Okay, so we've got an X for barren ground, and I'll just use a P for poor soil, a G for good, and an R for rich. So we've got R, G, R, P, GR, GGP, followed by P, GGG, PP, don't cut that out of context, R, X, and then another P for poor soil. Okay. All right, promise of high yields. Supports crop growth and maximizes the promise of high yields. Suspected room position has a relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. Okay. What do flowers in the greenhouse do? Smudge pots. A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas light into electrical power. The installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking, as almost every room of the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside are still connected and powered by gas line, including but not limited to the orchard's smudge pots, which I'm guessing is what we were seeing out there. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. After a few months of idleness, I have finally a new cause to champion, and I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I'd like to replace the statue of Orinda, currently in the cloister, with the much more appropriate angel, Rinna. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listens to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. And she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner Garth, and am too scared of a chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. Get it together, groundskeeper. You're taking notes. My best rendition, pretty good considering I have only ever seen Raina's depiction in the chapel. Okay, now the cloister, let me think. The cloister, I saw it that one time, and it was basically just a walkway around a green area, and there were some dig spots inside it, but we couldn't get in. How do you get to the inner Garth? Is Garth a word for garden? I should look that up. Maybe I should look at the picture of Rinna. Okay, so Rinna is in the cloister. Oh, I need a better pen. This is not... this is not good. No, it's Orinda who's in there. Orinda. Okay, this pen is out of ink. I'll just remember it forever. Oh, that's the last page. Okay. This feels like some good info. I suppose we can just eat the apples here, can we? No. Alright, time has passed a little. Let's go see what it actually says the time is. It really feels like I should be able to find an apple here to eat, you know? Just a little. Just a little taste of an apple, that's all I ask. No baskets with apples? No apples for the Orbital Lancer? Guess not. Stew? No. Private drive. Oof. We've almost cut our footsteps in half. And we will by the time we step back into the main place. Alright. We've used half of our footsteps and we're back at the start. But we're much better off than when we started. And the West Wing has... The West Wing offers no progress. East Wing offers no progress. All we can do is go forward. We have a sledgehammer, metal detector, and salt. Oh, wait, except... the den, I think. We need to go to the den, because we have a sledgehammer. And with a sledgehammer, we can ham a sledge. Yeah. Okay. Alright, even more drafting dice. This... I don't know if more drafting dice... Was this here before? 5 drafting dice. I can say no to just about any room I want. Hopefully I won't need it too much. The drawing room. The guest room. No. Mail room. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. But that assumes we would have to find it. Anyway, only the drawing room looks like it, gives us an option. I'm going to take it because we can redraw floor plans for free while we're there. Any cool items for us? Metal detector. Oh, there's a key on the floor. Metal detector's already paying off. Alright. Hello, Sinclair. I assume that's Sinclair. Bridge Bride. Bridge minus bride is G. Okay, they got just enough ink that I was able to scrawl a letter G. Maybe if I leave this like this. Setting up, let all that ink rush to the bottom. That's probably not how these things work. Okay, we can draft for free without using any of our precious dice. The utility closet with a breaker box, commissary, items for sale, spare room. You know, I'm gonna say we can. I'm gonna say we can do better. Redraw the floor plans. Courtyard, okay. Laboratory chapel. Oh, man. I guess you can only... I guess you only get one free redraw when you're in this room. Okay, I'll take the courtyard. I'll take the courtyard. It might give us a shovel. Shovel, shovel, shovel. Shovel. Alright, I don't see a shovel. 1, 2. There are 2 plots in here, though, so if I find a shovel... come back here. Passageway. Okay. All right. Now we're talking. Passageway, spare room, guest bedroom, passageway, all the way. Spend those diamonds. And my head says go north, but yeah, I'll go north. Laboratory. The weight room, lose half of your footsteps. I don't want to do that. Items for sale. Redraw floor plans. Cloister 3. I shouldn't, but we got a key or coins. Where are you pointing? Are you always pointing in that direction? There you are. Okay, not... That wasn't super valuable, but... How do I get... There's gotta be some trick to getting in there. Okay, I've seriously depleted my bumper crop of diamonds. Oh man, more diamonds. No, redraw floor plans. The pool adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. Sure. I've never seen it before. This is fun. Ah, a graph. And a cart, mine cart, coal. Chart. Okay, a chart. Chart and cart. Chart and cart equals another H. Cart. And I'll write bridge minus bride while I'm here. Bridge minus bride equals G. It worked. Leaving the pen like this worked. No! My drinking bottle. I'll tend to that in a bit. This looks like... Man, this... That looks like it's meant to be opened. I suppose I can go into the pool, can't I? Let me go swimming. Can I get you? Are you a thing? You're not a thing. Okay. Well, this has been delightful. I'm going to check this door. Yes. Security. View inventory of all items currently in the house, guest bedroom, or the dark room. I guess... The dark room is tempting. Security. View inventory of all items currently in the house. I'm going to go there because sometimes security has some interesting items that can come in handy later. Like, I think I once found an upgrade disc, and I, at another time, found a key card. Blue memos equal true, red memos equal lies. That is such a wild statement. Down to a single diamond. This feels bad. Okay, no items. Tent. Tag. Tent and 10. Tent and 10. Tent minus 10 equals T. I love this little rebus. There's a rebus that is taking shape. I almost put the pen back where it usually goes. Leave it propped up against the microphone. Okay. What word could you make with THG, maybe a second H, and what looks like an S at the start, maybe? Straight, maybe? Let's try straight. Yeah. Okay. It was worth a shot. View estate inventory. Alright, I've picked up everything that's currently here. Keycard system. Keycard system settings. Set the level to... Let's go low. Fewer is better for now. And offline mode, I'm going to change offline mode to unlocked. This mode determines the default setting. The security doors will be set to if power is lost during a blackout, for example, just in case that happens. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working on the estate. I count as staff, certainly. Certainly. Okay, it would have been nice to find a keycard or an upgrade disc, but this might reduce our chances of running into security gates, and that's a good thing. Commissary. Items for sale. You know, I got the money. I got the money. I can use some items. Especially if any of these items... Yeah. Dirigiblocks. I love the name Dirigiblocks so much. What do we got here? Coat? Coast minus coat. With, without. Yeah, it even says it here, with, without. Coast minus coat is an S. Alright, we already knew it was probably an S. But this is more conversation. Commissary will be closed from day 12 to 16. What day is today? 14. No. No. Shovel. And a set of gems. Okay, get a shovel. Looks like it could be useful for digging. And a set of gems. 4 for 10. That's technically a value. Sold out. Magnifying glass. Yeah. Just in case. One more gem. Okay. Feels good to spend money. Where was I saying I should go if I... Gotta show the courtyard. The courtyard. Should I do that now? We've only got 16 steps. I could find a turnip. Yes, use a key. Turnips are handy. Music... One major key and one minor key? That's hilarious. Oh, boy. Interesting. Yeah, music room. I gotta see what they mean by major key and minor key. Major key. One major key, one minor key. The key to the secret garden. That does sound major. And just a normal key. Okay. Harp. Denoted in verse. Well, let me think. That is the... What kind of scale is that? There's two kinds of scales on a sheet of music. If you're playing piano, in a way. The right hand looks like that one, and the left hand looks like a weird letter C. Denoted in... Oh, what is it called? A stage and a stag. Stage and stag. Stage minus stag equals E. We've got HGHTSE. Heights, maybe? Heights? Okay, can we play the piano? Find here within these first words sung, the key you seek in major tongue, but half the sheets are missing from the for you hold the rest far flung. A half note held is quite the pun. Among this scattered symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys, in bold words sung by you and me, a fractured note, an urgent plea, in bold words sung. I do repeat the ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune, are likely going to get your due. Ooh, it's ominous. And all the rage that will ensue. I didn't read that properly at all. While working on this simple clue. Ah, there's more. White pages lined with melodies do hide the words we've come to seek, and from our choice among all these we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. Ah, there's... Okay. First, the first do the... Some of this text looks more bold than it is. All right, so for anyone who bore with me through that, I'm sorry. And of course, if you can read music, you probably noticed that I was hopping back and forth between the two different scales. Man, I cannot remember the names of the scales. All right. It's not cheating, since this is a general knowledge question, to just look it up. It's not like you're doing a crossword. Name of scales in piano music. In piano music. Just major and minor? I thought it was more than that. No. Name of... Maybe scales is the wrong word I'm looking for. Bars? Name of the bars? Can we play the music? It's interesting that the word first is bolded there. And bar line shift. Time signature. Music notation. Okay, that's the word that I really need. Music notation. Staff notation. That might be what I need. Staff notation. Just tell me what those... Clef? Okay, the treble clef and the bass clef. Treble clef and bass clef. Okay. Treble and bass. Those are the two words. Treble and bass. This is the treble clef. Is there... Does the word treble show up? Or trouble, maybe? Bold words. Okay. Alright, so now without singing, find here within these first words sung the key you seek in major tongue. But half the sheets are missing from the four you hold. The rest far flung. A half note held is quite the pun. So theoretically, there's 4 more sheets of music, which is why it felt like the song ended so abruptly. We need the other 4 sheets. Among this scattered symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys, in bold words sung by you and me, a fine-tuned note, an urgent plea in bold words sung, I do repeat. So, first words... Is there anything bold? First words on the on the what? The word do almost looks bolded too, but that might just be coincidence. The ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due while working on this simple clue. White pages lined with melodies do hide the words we've come to seek, and from our choice among all these, we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. Interesting. Okay, so, and I guess we can't play these. Denoted in verse. Alright, well, this is all super fascinating. I gotta keep going, though. This door is locked. Special keys. So does this mean that we can just use one of the special keys? Never seen this before. Secret garden key. Let's see the secret garden. The key does not fit. Use. Rumpus room. I want to see the rumpus room. Yeah, I want to see the rumpus room. I want to see the rumpus room. Oh, yeah, we're gonna... Ooh. Alzara. And a banana. And I've got the salt shaker, so food is tastier. So this should be 4. Yeah, +4. Excellent. That salt shaker is already paying off. Ooh. What's this? Flan and fan. Flan minus fan is L. Flan minus fan. SHGHTEL. Slates. Sleigh lights. Heights. Alright, let's find this money. Can we turn on music? I kind of want music. Alright, let's rumpus. Rumpus. Rumpus! Haha! You know it's a party when someone puts their hat onto a lamp. Party, party. Checkers, backgammon, ball with a star, a bunch of book titles that are probably clues, but I can't analyze them closely enough. TV I can't interact with. Okay, alright. This room seems mostly for vibes. Nothing else in here really seems like it's, okay, fine, I'll insert coin into Alzara. Oh.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a drum growing. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Hi.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Not particularly.
The image
It's us again.
I see a boy,
Okay.
a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something. Something he was told he would not find.
Huh.
I see a black cat tied to a red flag.
Huh.
I hear the wind blowing.
Wind means change.
The flag does not stir.
Well, it's made of wood, it wouldn't.
I see a door marked by a road moon. A door that is always locked yet has no key.
Huh.
It is the door you have been searching for yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alazar.
Thank you.
Until the dawn of the following day,
Oh,
I will have nothing more to say.
okay. Okay, that was ominous, but I'll take it. We will not. Special key, secret garden key. Yeah, doesn't fit. Okay. Yeah. Locker room spreads keys throughout the house. The boudoir and the hallway. Spreading keys throughout the house sounds like a good idea. Hallway. Yeah, just a standard hallway seems like a good idea. As much as spreading keys throughout the house. Okay. This is a rank 8 hallway. I think this is the highest rank I've ever been at. Special keys. Secret garden key? Doesn't fit. Okay. Oh, no key required here. Billiard room, laboratory, showroom, luxury items for sale. I don't know if I can afford a luxury item. I want to see it, though. I've seen other rooms mention the showroom. Huh. 80, a master key. Opens all normal doors. Moon pendant. If you call it a day while wearing the moon pendant, you will start tomorrow with 2 of the items in your inventory. Chronograph. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. You are more likely to draw tomorrow rooms while drafting. That sounds fun. And a silver spoon. Whenever you gain steps from eating, gain twice that many steps. Okay, this is all way too rich for my blood. All of it. But I like that I have seen it. It's 3 necklaces. That's just a key. Cool. Alright. Alright. You never know, maybe I'll find more. I've only got 1 key left. Special key? Okay, let me think. Do I want to use my key there or there? Do I want to use some of my precious 16 steps to make it all the way back to the courtyard? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I'll see what this has. Aquarium is every color of room. Chapel, you lose money. I can afford it, though. Library, discover less common floor plans while drafting in the library. I want more doors, so chapel. Yeah. I found money in here once. Like 4 coins just lying down. Doors locked. Special keys. Secret garden? Does not fit. Okay. Are you locked? Are you the secret garden? I got a feeling the secret garden is only along either the, like, most extreme east or west, but I can't know. I guess the only recourse at this point is to go back to the courtyard. I'm so glad I decided to start recording for this one, because there's been... Can I just get more keys? No, I can get more gems. Oh, right. I didn't even notice this was a security card door. I got so caught up with going in the directions that I had. Suppose we could go in one of these other directions. I'm going to the courtyard while I'm here, though. Dig these up. Nothing of interest. That's great. That is superb. Turnip? Yes! Salted turnip. 7 more footsteps. Could have been 2 turnips, but I'll take it. Alright, so I need more keys, and this door remains unlocked. Master bedroom, billiard room. Master bedroom, +1 for each room in your house. That's nice, but not what I need. Let's redraw floor plans. I got the dice. Furnace, gymnasium, coat check. Coat check. Coat check is tempting, but I don't think I want it. Patio, breaker box, dining room. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. I have reached rank 8, and that would keep certain passages open. I want to see what these meals do. Ah, what is today's dinner? Ah, well, look at that. Look at that. Scrumptious. I'm gonna say... pheasant. Pheasant. Dinner is served stuffed wild quail. I was close. A local Mount Holly delicacy served atop a plum aigre doux with roasted potatoes, bacon lardons, and wild chives. 20 feet plus an additional 10 feet if you have a trophy room in your house. I don't have a trophy room. But seeing one of these dinners referenced when I looked at the menu in the kitchen, is one of the reasons why I wanted to pick that one fancy room. Why would we not have dinner yet? I'll have it now. Tasty, tasty. 21. The silver salt shaker continues to pay dividends. I'm almost out of dice. Locker room. Spread keys throughout the house. I do need keys. I absolutely need keys. Okay. But I don't have that. Curses. I don't want to use my last die just on this, so I guess I will... Would there be a key in the lavatory? East Wing Hall. Take that, security door. Sand and. Sand minus and. Sand minus and equals S. SHGHTELS. Schlechts, clearly. Cloister. I'm starting to run out of options. Sauna. Tomorrow you'll start the day with 20 extra footsteps. That could be fun. But I think the library, because the library actually has another way out. Oh, Swimbird. Swimbird, because we checked, we requested the book last time. Slam you open. Yes, money. Keys. Diamond. This is such a lucrative day. That's a stage. And that's sage. Stage minus sage equals T. It's quite possible that there are no double letters in whatever password is we're looking for, because I feel like we keep getting a lot of the same letters. Anything here? No. Swimbird. Borrower. Herbert. Herbert Sinclair, Mrs. Peterson, and Simon. The people who borrowed Swimbird. Okay. Swimbird borrowers. Herbert Sinclair. Mrs. Peterson. Mrs. Peterson. And Simon. Is that right now? December 24th, 85. No, that was 8 years ago. Because it's 1993, right? Ruffington Red. Okay. Hang on. Move away. I'm a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There is not a dare I would not do. There is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Bird in the sky, not in the sea. This is what they say when looking at me. You're not seabird. You are not swimbird. If you are friend bird, fly in the wind, bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again. And I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me, and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me, and I'll say goodbye to my dreams and the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. Don't give up, little bird. Dare. Sorry. I was suddenly trying to remember if dare was a word mentioned in the 4 music pages. So it's interesting that, you know, they keep the red bird seems to be the main bird who's opposing the blue bird here, with the other birds just kind of backing up red bird. And the red bird, the Red Prince in the book The Red Prince, wouldn't even look at the sky because it was blue, the color that he was afraid of. I'm a dare bird, swim bird. Yeah. Okay, I guess in that one, it's the yellow bird. Fascinating. And we've got one more coin. Great. I mean, not coin. Mailroom. Secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. Mailroom. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. Aquarium. Leads to secret passage. I'm going aquarium. Cool. Ah. Hey, little guy. This is fun. Lots of fun opportunities for pictures here. Is this door special because of its locker room, lavatory, guest bedroom? Oh, man. I need diamonds. Anything cool in... Oh. Compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. It's handy. It's interesting that the metal detector led me to that. I thought the metal detector was primarily for keys and coins, but I guess it can be used for other objects as well. Things that head north. Control water flow through the estate in the pump room, lavatory, sauna. Pump room. Pump room it is. Okay. Fountain, reservoir, aquarium, kitchen, greenhouse, pool. Pool. Huh. Greenhouse. Interesting. All right, let's find this. There's a coin there. Is that all? Oh, and there's a little box. More dice, more coins. This is a crazy run. What do these do? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. What if I wanted to remove everything from the pool? The pool is the furthest to the right. So it goes to that one over here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What if we make the pool go down? Wait. Pump room schematic. Pump 4, tank 1, 4 units. Tank 2 switch. Pump 2, tank switch. Okay. All right. Wait. That's... What am I doing? Weird. Okay. I'm going to leave this because I'm actually starting to run short on time. I didn't think I would have this long. Whenever you enter the gymnasium, lose 2. Honestly, that's not the worst thing for me. Okay. Oh, and there's something more in this room. Money. There's always more money. Okay, what's heading to the chapel? Secret garden key? It didn't work last time, but that's fair. Sure, use it. Oh, except now it won't let me do that. Redraw. Kitchen, food for sale, breaker box, spare room, I guess. I guess I'll use the key. Vault, 40 coins. Billiard room. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. Billiard room, I guess. There's a coin. And an orange. A salted orange. Yeah. Enjoy that salty, salty orange. And... oh, I hear music. Let me in! Let me in! The antechamber is not letting me in. Perhaps the hallway. If memory serves, the hallway was locked, right? They don't really have any other... the gymnasium could theoretically give me another key. Special key, secret garden. The secret garden. All right, well, flowers. A few old coins, cool. An ordinary key, great. That's specifically what I was looking for. Another rather dirty coin. A moon. A moon. What? Okay. Moon. There were so many references to it. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a secret passage. That's a secret passage if e'er there was. Point north, you. Okay, alright. So there's a tiny little... Was there another room that did nothing? I mean, another wheel that I saw that did nothing? Like... Fascinating. Fascinating, fascinating. Okay, okay. How quickly can I get outside? Because wasn't there something in the apple orchard that was, like, turnable? I think so. I should check this while I'm here. Utility closet, breaker box, secret passage. Dang it. Okay, fine. Breaker box. Gymnasium. Turn off the gymnasium, I guess. Turn on the garage. Cabinet. Keycard entry system off. Okay. Bath? Is there another thing other than bath? Exit. I'm going to hold on to that key for just a second. Where am I going? Cloister. Wait, was that an apple? Great. All right. Courtyard. A banana. Okay. We're getting more food. This is the wildest run. It's not actually come out here. Wow. Wow, that's... Look at... They've carved little walkways in the cliff face over there, which suggests possibly a very annoying time later on. That room looks still dark. Okay, but what I shouldn't have come down here, because what I'm trying to go to is the apple orchard. Because if there's another thing in the apple orchard, another of those turning things, you know? Okay. The door looked different for a second. Man, I'm really out of time, but I need to... I need to check. I feel like there was something. Was it just this? I don't think it was the gnomon I was thinking of. Okay, I guess not. Alright, is there anything else that can be done? I can try going to the hallway. Alright, I'm going to try going north of the hallway, and that will probably be the last thing I can do. This was a really good run, though. Like, this was really good. Wrong way. If I can make it to the hallway, I might run out of footsteps. However, you know, starting tomorrow, 70 footsteps a day instead of 50. That'll be nice, because we've opened the apple orchard. So I guess every night my character is just feasting on apples. Nom, 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 nom. going? North, 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 north. Commissary. This room. I'm so close to running out of... Okay, I've already seen that. Another orange, just in case. Use dark room. You can't see the floor plans in the dark room. Laboratory, dark room, laboratory. I can't because it's locked. It has a gem requirement. No, I turned off this. And again, you just can't get to the antechamber. Curses. What about this room behind us? Locked. Well, one last thing before I sign off. Is there anything I can buy now that I have 38? Moon Pendant. If you call it a day while wearing the Moon Pendant, you'll start tomorrow with 2 of the items in your inventory. That sounds real handy. Chronograph. While drafting, this would have been better to buy earlier. Silver Spoon. Whenever you gain steps from eating, you gain twice that many steps. I'll buy the Moon Pendant. If you call it a day while wearing the Moon Pendant, tomorrow you'll start with 2 of the items in your inventory. That sounds nice. Alright, well. I've come up against a dead end. I've brushed right up against the antechamber, but couldn't quite get into it. There's nothing left in the secret garden, is there? I really feel like there's something more. Something I'm missing. Okay, I turned those north. Can I turn you? Doesn't look like it. That wheel points north. That wheel points north. An egg on a plinth. Another egg on a plinth. Flowers. The gardener mentioned the number of flowers that exist. Bah. Bah. Bah, I say bah. Well, even if I could open this last one with only 1 footstep left, I probably wouldn't be able to do much. So, it's time to call it a day. Call it. This was... I love this game so much. This game is so good at inviting exploration and creativity and imagination. A garden manor. I have never before seen that descriptor for Mount Holly. I'll pause it. 117 steps taken. Rank 9 reached, 9 items found, 36 rooms, including 8 new rooms that I'd never seen before. As far as day 14 goes, this is great. Well, thank you so much for coming along with me through this trek through Mount Holly. I probably won't record the next one I go through because I feel like there's a lot of mysteries left that I need to just contemplate. But yeah, I'll see you soon, and maybe next time I'll be able to figure out what the title Blueprints means. Who can say? Have a good night, everybody.